California's Democratic leaders are officially kicking off the campaign against the voter ID measure headed to voters this November.
U.S. Senator Alex Padilla was at the rally here in Sacramento, and KCRA3 political director Ashley Zavala was there. So how are both sides prepping for November?
Yeah, California Democrats very much making it clear today they will make this proposal about President Donald Trump and the fight against him. U.S. Senator Alex Padilla headlined today's No on Prop 39 event with other Democratic state lawmakers. Legislative leaders like Senate Pro Tem Monique Limon and Assembly Speaker Robert Rivas were also there. Now, Prop 39 specifically would require California voters to start showing their ID at the polls or provide the last four digits of an ID when they mail in their ballot. Democrats say this will cost the state more money and create identity theft and other security risks. But their main message was that this is basically President Donald Trump trying to bring his voter suppression agenda to California. I'm quoting there. But President Trump has actually not expressly endorsed Prop 39. At last check, he has yet to even speak at all about Prop 39. I asked the group of Democrats about that today. Here's what Senator Padilla said.
Well, he may not have talked about Prop 39 specifically yet, but we know how he feels about vote by mail. He reminds us, at least on a weekly basis. He knows what he thinks about California and the integrity of California's elections, and we're continuing to sue and win to defend our honor. So yes, this is part of the greater Trump Republican agenda, no doubt.
The proponents of this measure, this all started because there was a bill that didn't pass out of the state assembly. It didn't even get out of its first committee, and therefore the proponents launched this whole effort. They say that they actually want Republicans at the national level to stay out of this. Specifically, they're saying that there's a clear line between this and the SAVE Act. How would you respond to that?
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Republican Assemblyman Carl DeMaio is one of the lead proponents who has noted Prop 39 is different from President Trump's SAVE Act. The key difference being the SAVE Act has more strict ID requirements for voter registration, requiring a passport or a birth certificate. Prop 39 does not. Here's how DeMaio responded to the No on 39 campaign's rally today.
Here you have partisan politicians trying to inject division into what should be something that's quite unifying. In Washington, the SAVE Act, very aggressive, lots of mandates. Prop 39 is a bipartisan response to that. It is a solution to voter ID. And that's why nearly half the signatures for Prop 39 came from Democrats and independents, because it is a common sense, balanced approach to improving public trust and confidence in our elections. You don't have to like Donald Trump to vote yes on Prop 39.
Now, to be clear, no Democratic elected official in California has come out to support Prop 39. Again, this will be a fight between Republican and Democratic politicians heading into November. This is a partisan issue.
All right, we've got a couple months out. What are the polls saying about it?
Yeah, so Berkeley IGS actually just recently did one. That shows that voters could reject it. 51% of respondents to that poll specifically said they would vote no versus the 42% who voted yes. In the poll of more than 4,000 Californians, Berkeley IGS used the actual language voters will see on the ballot, which says it will prohibit citizens from voting without a government-issued ID. DeMaio and supporters of Prop 39 unsuccessfully tried to get a judge to change it. Obviously, that's why, because it doesn't look good on the ballot.
All right, Ashley, thank you so much for following this.